The Batman cast. Real live Stranger Than Gotham. Before the special effects, before the theme song, before a single pow or bam flashed across the screen, there were 13 real human beings underneath those capes and cowls. And what happened to them off camera? Darker, stranger, and more extraordinary than anything the writers ever put in a script. Adam West spent most of his adult life trying to outrun a single role. He was 37 when Batman premiered in 1966, a classically trained actor with a literature degree from Whitman College who had never expected to become a cultural punchline. The typecasting that followed was merciless. For 2 decades, serious work dried up almost entirely. Then Seth MacFarlane handed him the voice of Mayor Adam West on Family Guy. And something remarkable happened. America fell back in love with him. Just weeks after a convention appearance, where he was reportedly outpacing his co-stars, he was quietly admitted to hospital. On June 9, 2017, Adam West died at home in Los Angeles of leukemia. He was 88. That night, the city projected the bat signal onto City Hall. Cesar Romero, the cackling, white-faced Joker, refused to shave his mustache for the role. Every single day on set, makeup artists painted thick grease paint right over it. Look closely at any close-up, and you can still see it beneath the surface. Behind the painted grin, Romero carried another private truth. He never married, never publicly discussed his personal life, and according to accounts shared after his death, he was a gay man who navigated an era that would have destroyed any actor who admitted it openly. He died on New Year's Day, 1994, having never once compromised the mustache. Eartha Kitt's story is perhaps the most devastating of all. Before she ever put on Catwoman's ears for Season 3 of Batman, she had already been discovered by Orson Welles, recorded Santa Baby, and built one of the most electrifying careers in American entertainment. Then, on January 18, 1968, at a White House luncheon hosted by First Lady Lady Bird Johnson, she spoke plainly about the Vietnam War. The room fell silent. Lady Bird Johnson reportedly wept. Within days, according to multiple published accounts, the CIA had compiled a dossier on Kitt, and bookings across the country began quietly evaporating. Her American career was effectively dismantled. She spent the next decade working primarily in Europe. She died on Christmas Day, 2008, the one day her most famous song played on a loop in every shop in America. Burt Ward, the original Robin, was sent by ABC executives to a doctor who prescribed medication intended to physically reduce a certain part of his anatomy, because the Catholic Legion of Decency had filed formal complaints about his costume. Ward took the pills for 3 days, then stopped, worried about long-term consequences. He solved the problem by adjusting his cape. Today, at 80, he and his wife have rescued over 15,500 dogs from euthanasia through their Gentle Giants Rescue Organization. And still living, Julie Newmar, 92, active on social media. Lee Merriweather, 91, who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease in early 2024, the same condition that took her daughter Kyle that same year, at just 64. Burt Ward, still saving dogs. 3 survivors, 10 graves scattered across California and Connecticut. And a show that, beneath all its campiness, was made by people whose real lives demanded far more courage than fighting fictional villains ever could. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe. There are plenty more lives behind the legends worth telling.